I cannot remember whether or not I have talked about this kind of stuff in previous videos. Artist problems. Did I have a video on this already? Probably, but I'm making another one, okay? If I did. The reason why I'm making this is, a lot of you guys are artists, so you will relate to this. But a lot of my subscribers are also not artists, and you might be thinking, why would somebody subscribe to an art channel if they're not artists? Well, some people just appreciate art, and some people just appreciate or are supporting me. So I have a lot of family members who are subscribed to me. I have a lot of co-workers who are subscribed to me or know of me, and I have a lot of my mother's co-workers who are subscribed to me, maybe. So this is a real thing that's going on. I have to remind myself that this is very real. And so maybe I can educate some of these people who are not artists about the things that we artists actually go through. And yeah, one of the most common problems an artist will have is when you tell somebody that you're an artist, and then the very first thing the person that you're telling says to you is, "Oh, you draw? Can you draw me?" Or "Can you draw me something?" And 99% of the time, they are not going to offer to pay for it, because why would you pay for art, right? That's not something you have to pay for. That's free. It takes absolutely no time or effort. I am getting so salty. This is not supposed to be the the vibes from this video. This was supposed to be a chill video where I just talk, but I'm getting so salty. Oh, God, I just gotta chill out. Whew. God. I just had somebody ask me this like last week. It was one of my bosses. Bro, please don't do this to me. Oh, God. Sometimes, if you're lucky, they will offer to pay, but most of the time you don't want to draw for them. Maybe your commissions are closed, or maybe you're just uncomfortable drawing for other people, and that's totally okay. It's something you have to kind of build yourself up to. I understand. It's totally understandable there. Just the thing of people asking you to draw something for them the moment they find out you draw is kind of annoying. Whether or not you're okay with having people pay you for it, it's not the first thing that you want people to ask you, but it will be 99% of the time. It is the first thing people say after they find out you draw. So that's a pretty big artist problem. Artists do not want to draw you. They don't want to draw anything for you unless they say, "Hey, my commissions are open. I need that dank money. Please, please pay me and I will draw you a thing." Like, imagine if that was for everything, though. Like, imagine if you found out somebody was a doctor or a surgeon or whatever, and like, you find out somebody's a nurse and you're like, "Oh, you're a nurse? Can you like stick a needle in me right now?" That would be cool. That would be kind of like, is that kinky? Is that a kinky thing? Okay, let's move on to another problem. Hey, I know, let's talk about personal space and like a personal things. Okay, so as an artist, if you're a traditional artist, or if you're an artist, there's a good chance that you carry a sketchbook around. Maybe not, that's totally fine. I don't carry a sketchbook anymore, but you probably carry some kind of book in which you like to draw in. If you are drawing in a sketchbook and you're in public, such as, I don't know, school or work, and people see you drawing in it, there is a good chance people will say, "Oh, you draw? Can I look into your sketchbook?" They do not realize that your sketchbook is like a diary. They are so personal. To those of you who are not artists and who are listening to this, let me tell you, they are more personal than a diary. A sketchbook is just so, oh my God, I can't even explain how personal a sketchbook is. And to ask to look into somebody's sketchbook is I don't want to say an invasion. Well, okay, it's kind of an invasion of privacy. But I know I absolutely understand that people don't understand that it's a very personal thing. And they mean absolutely no harm. They're just curious. I get it. But, God, for artists, for people like me, oh, God, it's just such an awkward moment when you're just like, no. But if you're like me and you don't like to say no, it's just like you sitting there for 5 minutes just like looking at them like like a squeaky, like an old rusty door, because you don't want to say no, but you really don't want them to look into your sketchbook. And that does not automatically mean that there's anything like, pornographic in there, because a lot of people assume, oh, you're saying no, maybe you're drawing naked people, maybe you're drawing this weird thing, you're some weird kinky thing, some weird it doesn't know. I've never drawn that stuff ever, but I still didn't want people to look into my sketchbook because that was mine. They were my drawings, they were my characters, they were my fan art. It was stuff that I put so much work into that it's just for me. And I probably uploaded them to the internet, but the internet is not you. I don't know how to explain this. And I've had people, when I wasn't around my desk, steal my sketchbook to look into it. And I cannot even tell you how horrible I felt, how like violated I felt. It just felt so not cool. It was so uncool. Do not steal an artist sketchbook. Would you steal like some kid's diary? Maybe if you're like an a-hole, but don't do that. That's so... Oh my god. This video is gonna be titled Leslie Gets So Salty, because god, so many things that artists have to put up with, and it's just but yeah, people have people have stolen my sketchbook before, just to look through it, and I never liked it. But like I said, they don't understand and they mean no harm, and a lot of you guys out here listening have probably done the same thing and you don't understand. It's okay. It's okay to not understand, but now you get it. Maybe, hopefully you will understand that. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Hey, I came up with a problem that's not actually very salty. It's actually a kind of funny problem. Is when if you are known in class to be the artist, anytime there is a group project that involves art, everybody just snaps their head right at you. You're sitting there in the corner, probably in the back if you chose your seat because you don't want to talk to anybody. They just look at you. Everybody turns and looks at you because they're like, art! Like, oh, I know an artist and they're gonna get me those dank nasty points on this art project, even though it's not even an art project, it's just a group project. I don't know why I said that, but they will be looking to get you. That was a thing. Or even if you had friends even if you had friends in that class, and you were a part of that group, you will be assigned the art part. But honestly, there's a good chance that you do want to do the art part, because if you like art as much as I do, you're like, heck yeah, a group or a project with art, I am so down to clown with that. So usually you will be into it. But if you have no friends in that class, like I did most of the time, and people just looked at you for art, it wasn't that fun. But also you feel like you have to prove yourself. So that's also kind of a pressure thing. But yeah, that's a problem that's not that salty, because I consider it to be way more funny than anything else. I never really saw it as that big of a problem, just something that I've observed. Okay, a lot of these problems happen in school, okay? I've spent a majority of my life right now in school, so all of these are going to relate to school. But if you're drawing at a desk and people pass by and then they bump your desk, not on purpose. I'm not saying they do it on purpose. I'm not talking about bullying. I mean, there's probably some who do that, but they just accidentally bump into your desk or bump into your chair or bump into your arm, your drawing arm, and then your pencil just goes and you do just this squiggle. And what if you're using, like, God forbid, you're using a mechanical pencil, or you're just pressing really hard. Oh my god. Or what if you're using a pen? What if you're inking your picture? Oh my god. My heart is hurting. That was a problem. That's kind of a funny problem. It's like every time that happens, you like look up from your picture, like you're on camera, like you're in the office. That is a meme, but it happens all the time. Another problem, but it's not even a problem, I should stop labeling these as problems, is when you're drawing and you're still working on the drawing and people come by and they're like, whoa, did you draw that? But your pencil is still hitting the paper. It's like, yes, I'm still working on it as you're watching me. Yeah, I did draw this. And there have been times where I answered to myself, like once they leave, I'm like, what? Me? Draw this? That my pencil is hitting? No, I didn't draw this. This just came out of my I'm not gonna curse, but oh no. But whew, that's something that I find to be really funny. Another problem God, I need to stop labeling these as problems. Another comment you will get, or artists will get, is when they're drawing a person, specifically a person. If you're drawing a dog, this will most likely not happen. When you are drawing a person, you're in the very beginning stages of drawing that person. You haven't drawn clothes on them yet, or hair, or eyes, or whatever. And people will come up to you, they're like, why are they naked? Well, little Bobby, they are not naked. This is just the very beginning stages of my art. I have not clothed them yet. So please take a second. Please go sit down for maybe an hour, because it's going to take a while, and let me draw clothing on them. Or, why don't they have any eyes yet? Well, I haven't drawn them on yet. That's why they don't have any eyes. Oh, God. The naked one gets me every time, because that is one that I've received 100,000 times. Why are they naked? You think I'm going to be drawing naked people in class? Maybe. No, I've never drawn that stuff. I should get into it. I mean, maybe I should have people pay for it. But I've never drawn any of that, not safe for work stuff. But there are times when I draw, and yeah. Who here? I've heard of people drawing like that kind of stuff in class or in public spaces. How do you do that? That takes some mad some mad guts. God, you just don't care. You are just, either you are crazy confident and just like whatever, or you're already dead inside and just don't care about what happens when people find it. But that is crazy. How do you do that? God, mad respect to those people. They will kill you. They will kill a man and not worry about it. Oh, man. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could kill a man. Fun problem that I still have to deal with on the daily. People calling your art style anime. Because every single artist out there draws anime. And, I'm gonna admit, my art, very anime-ish, very influenced by it. I did have a time where it was less anime. Like I kind of tried to balance out Western style and Japanese style of illustration. But I don't know, I guess maybe it looks more anime-ish now. But like just recently people were lots of people saying it's anime. And it's like, hey, buddy, cool of you to ask me. So do you just draw anime when you're looking at my art or YouTube or Instagram or etc., etc.? That's very cool. I enjoy that comment very much. I haven't gotten enough of it. It's not like I got it every day at school, but I love it. Please keep asking me that. And like I said, my art is still kind of influenced by that, so I can't really complain that much. I mean, it looks anime, but I've seen people who have very Western cartoony styles, and people are like, what's this anime BS? And it's like, wait, do you not know what anime is? Because my art, I can get it, but their art is not at all that. Anything with big eyes, I guess, is seen as anime. And the thing is, a lot of Western cartoons have big eyes, so people need to start looking up the difference between these art styles, because they are not getting it. And but they are not gonna look it up. They're not gonna try to educate themselves on that. They are just gonna keep asking you about that dank, nasty anime. Congratulations, you're automatically a weeb. A good one, a good problem, but not really. Oh, it's still a problem. Is when you're drawing somebody that happens to be the same gender as you, and people automatically assume that you're drawing yourself. I did that a lot at school. Okay, so right now I can't say anything because I draw myself a lot now, like way more than I've ever drawn myself. I don't know why. I guess I'm just very into myself. I don't care. But back then, I did not draw myself a lot. And anytime I drew a girl, people were like, is that you? And it's like, kid, listen, this person has different hairstyles, different everything, but I would just be like, no, it's this other person. But they never believe you. That's the thing. They like usually don't believe when you're saying it's not you because they automatically assume that you're always drawing yourself. So that's kind of a weird thing. Why would you ask if you're not going to believe me, bro? But that's a thing. And it's funny now because when you're not drawing yourself, they think you're drawing you. But when you are actually drawing yourself, they're like, who's that? And then you're like, good. It's not recognizable at all. Perfect. And that actually happened to me not too long ago where my uncle, I guess he watches my videos, and he was like, so what's up with that girl that you draw? She's carrying a coffee pot. And I was like, that's me. That's me. I drew it because I like coffee, so I drink it out of the pot in fictional world. And he was like, oh, and there's also an owl on your shoulder, or on the shoulder, whatever. I'm like, that's because I like owls. I was like, that's me. That girl's me. But, and it's colored too. Like, what it has my colors and everything. But I guess it just doesn't look like me. I draw myself way too cute. I do my best. A coworker also said that when I showed him a picture. And he was like, oh, is that supposed to be you? And I'm like, thank you. Yes, it is me. Even though you asked it in a questiony way, so obviously it wasn't obvious, but thanks for guessing. I have to put an end to this video. It's getting way too long. Gotta just cut it short right now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, to those of you who aren't artists, it kind of showed you what you guys put us through. And to those who are artists, I'm with you, man. We will suffer together in all of eternity. So don't feel like you're alone. Also, before I end this video, I'm going to say, if I'm not that active here on YouTube as I want to be, but I'm active everywhere else. I have Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. So if you only want to follow me for my art, I suggest you follow me on Instagram. That's mostly my art. And I post whips there, work in progresses there, and just a lot of things there. If you like me as a person and also my art, Twitter is really good. Twitter, I post. I'm very active on Twitter. I'm very active. And I not only with art, but just posting my video ideas. All my Twitter followers know exactly what video I'm working on at whatever time and what's going to be posted up next. So if you're interested in that, you can follow me on Twitter. I have no Twitter followers. Please follow me. I am so lonely and I hate talking to myself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was fun and I had a lot of time making this video. Bye! Be good people. I forgot to tell you that. Be good people. Be good little owlets. Bye. Love you. Bye. Love you.